to your earlier point, there are people that are trying to now hold China responsible for what happened with COVID, but this government doesn't seem to have any willpower about that. I think some of the rulings that have just come out of the Supreme Court are helpful and hopeful. That they can't censor information, that the government should never have become the role of our doctors. And so all of this was initiated, though, by the Chinese lab where this disease came from. And Miles Guo predicted it long before it happened and said where it was coming from. And yet they have not been held accountable. And until we hold them accountable, they're going to keep trying to get away with the things that they're doing. That's how this goes. If you don't hold them to a line, then there is no line. It's kind of like our open border right now in Arizona and across the country.
Yeah, absolutely. You know what? Last year this time, Congressman Dan Crenshaw from Texas, he reintroduced an act called the Holding the CCP Accountable Act of 2021. So that act would allow American people to sue the CCP government in federal court to recover the damages for the death, injury, and economic harm caused by COVID-19 that was purposefully released from Wuhan Institute of Virology.
And what happened to that, Nicole?
Well, that's a great question, because according to that act, there's one conservative lawyer, Larry Klayman, and his group called Freedom Watch in Texas. They filed a complaint in federal court, actually in Texas, federal court in Texas, seeking at least $20 trillion US dollar from the CCP to compensate for all the economic and public health damages done to the American people. And there's another U.S. law firm called Berman Law Group. They also filed a class action lawsuit to sue the CCP and to hold them accountable. So these are the private law firms, and I want all of your viewers to Google them and join those class action lawsuits, and also support the social media campaign called Make China Pay, hashtag Make China Pay. And so we need to hold the CCP accountable for the lost lives. American people should not be dying in vain to the CCP. We need to show some strength, because if the government cannot even protect the Americans' own citizens' life and liberty, how can you say you're going to help Taiwan to defend itself against the CCP? So we need to start making CCP accountable for Americans' life, to hold them accountable for the 1 million lost life.